Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share with you guys my current skincare routine. A lot of these things are the same, but then there's some things that have changed, and I have tried to kind of scale things back. I don't do a lot of the things that I used to do. I mean, at one point I was using several different exfoliators, several different chemical and physical exfoliators, so it was not a good thing, especially when you're using Retin on top of that. Not a good thing. And you learn, you learn as you go, and I'm still learning, but this is what I'm using and it's what works for me. I am not a doctor. I'm not anything other than a YouTuber, and this is the skincare that I use. Please know that this is what works for me. It may or may not work for you. I have a combination skin type. I am sensitive, not nearly as sensitive as before, but still sensitive. And it's just, this is what I use. I'm going to show you guys my day and night routine. I'm going to actually put on my skincare for the day, but I am not done quite yet. I have a whole nother video that I need to finish filming, so I'm not going to wash off my face. I'm just going to tell you what the nighttime routine is. All right, let's go ahead and get into the morning routine. Alrighty, here I am all bare face. The only thing I have on, I pushed my brows up. I had to. I just don't like it when my brow hairs are just, I don't know, doing peace signs, they're falling, and I just can't stand it. So I put my clear brow gel in, push them up. I'll completely fix them later, but for right now, at least they are up. And no, they are not laminated. I know a lot of people ask me that. They're not. I have really, really good brow gel. I use, just a second in case you don't know, the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. Anywho, that is it. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you about my current routine. Before I do anything with my face, whether I'm going to wash it, whether I'm going to put on something, I wash my hands because I want to get the cooties off. I want to get the germs off. I do not want anything that's on my hands on my face. Even if I am going to wash my face and technically my hands will be washed at the same time, I can't. I have to wash my hands. So I did that, and I have already washed my face. I was trying to figure out if I could get the camera into the bathroom. It's just an ordeal, and I am filming 3 videos today. I'm going to be on it today. So I thought I would just tell you which facial washes I like to use. You're not going to see anything new here because it just stays the same. Now, I don't always wash my face in the morning. There was a time where I stopped completely. My face is combo. My skin is combo. I have to kind of feel things out. There was a time where my face was a little drier. Right now, it's definitely combo. I woke up and I was a little oily, and if I wake up and I'm a little oily right here, I wash my face, and I like to just kind of feel everything else out. So when I woke up, saw the oil, I said, okay, well, let me kind of feel around on the rest of my face. And everything else was normal, and then I was a little dehydrated around my mouth. So I went in with the rice wash from TATCHA. This is one of my favorite ones, especially in the morning, or if I'm not wearing makeup throughout the day, or if I'm wearing little and I'm going to do a double cleanse. I've been using this quite a bit. I have gone through 2 of these. I really, really like it. It's very gentle. It does not strip your skin, but it did remove that little bit of excess oil. But if you look, my skin doesn't look dry, but it doesn't look oily either. And I don't feel tightness or anything like that. I really enjoy this. Now, another one that I've been using this for years and years and years. And yes, all 3 of my cleansers are from TATCHA. I love them. I truly love them, and they've been working for me consistently, so I'm going to keep using them. This is the TATCHA Deep Cleanse. If I woke up and I was really oily, I'm going in with this. But again, this does not strip my skin, and there's little, I don't know exactly what is in here. It has tiny exfoliators, but nothing that's going to scrape your skin, leave you with those tiny little scratches. It's not going to damage your skin is what I'm getting at. I don't use scrubs that will do that. This has a very, very, very gentle exfoliator in it. And again, it doesn't dry out my skin, but it does get rid of a little bit more oil than what the rice polish does. Typically though, I will use this after a double cleanse. So if I'm washing a ton of makeup off, if I've done a full face, full glam, I'm gonna go in, that is my essence. It is not my oil. This is my oil, my TATCHA Pure One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. This is what I use to remove everything. I will take 4 or 5 pumps. I know you don't actually have to use that much, but I don't like to tug at my lashes. So I'll pump it in my hands, go straight to my lashes, and start there and then work outward. That is how I remove my makeup, and then I will go in with this guy right afterwards. So that is my double cleanse method. Now, this is something that I go through the most. It's something that I use the most. It is a one step, which I don't know if that would be okay for everybody. I can tell you that if I wash my face with this, even if it's in the morning, because I do that sometimes as well, I really just feel out my skin. Let me just put it that way. If I use this all by itself and I don't wash my face afterwards, I don't break out. I don't have any issues, but that is me. So just keep that in mind. This is so, so, so lovely. It takes everything off. It feels so good. But the thing with this is this is what I use if I am filming multiple looks. I always, always, always use this to wash my face in between. So there's days where I'm like today, I'm filming 3 videos. I'm not gonna have to take off my makeup though. If I was, I would use this and then I wouldn't wash it again because I'm not trying to over wash my skin. This has been just amazing. So you'll see more of these in my empties videos because I use this alone whenever I go wash my face in between videos. So anywho, those are my favorite cleansers. I definitely love other ones as well. The Youth to the People one, I go back and forth. Sometimes I will purchase it, but I always have these. My Ride or Die Essence. This is expensive. I know it's expensive, but I love this. It is so, so nice. And I've stopped using this with a cotton square. I was using the Shiseido cotton squares, and then there were some organic ones I found. Was it at Walmart or Target? I liked those, but I'm trying to just completely do away with that as well. So I am taking this and I put it into my, let me take all of my rings off because I'm not trying to get skincare in all my jewelry. I don't even know why I put those on. Probably out of habit. I'm just gonna take a little bit and go into my hand. This lasts so long as you don't use too much. I'm gonna go back and forth like this, and then I'm gonna press it into. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I love the way this feels. It makes everything, it helps everything to sink in. The ingredients really calm my skin. And I notice a difference when I don't use this versus when I do. So I've gone back and forth. I used to love when I take any excess down my neck, and I would put it on my décolleté in this area, but I'm wearing a sweater. And then if I've accidentally put too much, I'll put the rest of it on the back of my hands. But I've gone through other ones. I've tried the SK2. I used to love the MAC Lightful, but this one is just, it's the bee's knees. It is the bee's knees. You can definitely find other things that will work that are not this expensive, but for me, this is it. I have to have this. I have to. You see, this is why I have not done this video, because I feel bad about the products that I use, but I use what works for me, and that is one thing that I have to say for you guys. Use what works for you. Try out things. You do not have to spend a lot of money on skincare. I've tried things and I just pick out the things that I really enjoy, and this is just something that I really enjoy. If you want to know some other options, I really like the one from Belif, the Hungarian water essence. I did like the Bee Hydra from Drunk Elephant. That one just isn't enough anymore. There's another one, oh, the Clinique Moisture Surge Serum. That one's really nice. But this is from La Mer. It is the Revitalizing Hydrating Serum, and I take one pump and then I will go all over. And I just find that this is a drink of glass in a pump. Oh my gosh. This feels like a gel, serum-y silk, and my skin loves it. Just loves it. I feel like my skin is getting less red than what it used to be because I used to do so much, way too much. I didn't know that I was doing way too much, but I just, I realized after a while, I was like, I'm damaging my skin with all the things I kept testing out and everything I was putting together. You just don't need that much. A simple routine works really well, and you can go with something a little bit in between like I am right now, but you don't need too much. I just kind of pulled the things that really truly work for my skin. And I also consulted with a dermatologist. That is something that I always recommend. Figuring out what your true skin type is, figuring out what your concerns are, and the things that you can do for it. So yeah, anywho, again, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor of any sort. I'm just showing you what works for me. The next step in my morning routine is my eyes. Now, I'm not buying eye creams anymore. I'm done. I just, I heard for so long, you don't need eye creams, but I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do, and I like them. And there's definitely good ones on the market. There's several that I enjoy, but I know now that I don't need that, so I've stopped. This is the PROTINI Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. Now, I started using this on my eyes because I was using it on my face, and then I had started using something else, and I was like, okay, well, I need to use this up. And I'm still not out of it. It is taking me so long to go through it. When I run out of this, I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase it or if I'm just going to use whatever other moisturizer. Likely, I'll just use whatever moisturizer I'm using on my face. It just depends. This right here, I love this style packaging. I just love it. You pump like so, and I don't need much, so I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna start applying this. I know I'm wiping, but I'm not pulling at my skin. I'm trying to be delicate. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more and I'm gonna go on my lid. And honestly, I found that this is better on my eyes than a lot of the creams that I have tried. And it's lightweight, it's not too heavy, but it feels so good. I also take the excess and go right in between my brows. I can get dry right here. And then moisturizer. I recently spoke about this. I was using the La Mer. I was going through a really dry spell. And so I was like, you know what? I let my friend talk me into it. So I was like, okay, fine. And I tested out a smaller one. It was night and day. It was night and day. And this is, again, for me, this is extremely expensive. I just feel so guilty talking about it. Just know, again, I'm gonna stop saying it, but you don't need this. For sure. It's just, again, something that really helped out my skin. But I know a lot of people can be sensitive to the ingredients in here. So if you are interested, make sure that you are checking the ingredients. Okay, capiche, capash. This is the La Mer, the Moisturizing Soft Cream. If I am dry, I'm going in with this. I am almost out of this one. Ah, oh goodness. Can you see that? Turn it around. Like, it's all the way down at the bottom here. I have very little left, but it's okay. I did buy another one with the Sephora event, but I'm not going to use this today. I am definitely more on the combo normal side right now, and I've been right there for a little while, so I don't need this right now. What I would use this for is at night with my Retin A, but we will get to that. I've been going in with this, and can you see this one's almost gone as well? It is from Clinique. I love this line. I really do. Like I just mentioned, the Moisture Surge Serum. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto-replenishing hydrator. Now, I was going to get the intense version because I was like, ooh, even more hydration. Well, then I read the reviews, and apparently they have changed some things, and a lot of people were breaking out, and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna try it now. Because I'm very acne prone. I am very acne prone. A lot of things can break me out, so I try not to do that. But you see, my skin goes red, but I'm telling you, just not as red as it used to. My skin used to go like fire engine red. So I take this and I just rub it all in, and it feels so good. It feels so good. It's a gel, so if you're oily, a lot of times if you're oily, you need hydration. You gotta kind of figure out, do you need moisture, like oil, or water? Like, does your car need moisture? Or no, does your car need gas or oil? It's kind of how you can look at your skin. Are you dry or are you dehydrated? A lot of the times if you take your hand, especially if you have makeup on, it's really easy to see. If you take your hand and you do this, and you notice that it's all kind of crepey right here, you're dehydrated. You are dehydrated, my friend. And I don't know how many of you guys will remember this story. I think I was trying out this product right here. There was a little machine, I guess, at Nordstrom, at one of the skincare counters, and you put it on your face and it would detect how much hydration or moisture or whatever it was. And yeah, after using this for a while, it just kept going up and kept going up, and I was like, okay. Typically after that, I would do my makeup and then put on my balm, but I already have my balm on my lips. This is the Huda Beauty Silk Balm. I have so many that I like, not just this one. This is just one of my new ones that I'm really, really, really digging on. And the packaging, I love iridescent, but not just because of the packaging. It feels really, really good on the lips. But I am prepped. I am ready for makeup. This is the perfect canvas for me when it comes to applying makeup, because I have my skin feels really supple. I have a glow, not too much to show a bunch of texture on my skin. My makeup is going to lay on top of this really nicely. It feels really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my makeup. I have some new goodies to play with today, and if all goes well, the plan for today is to show you the skincare routine. I have some new products that I want to show you for the eyes, and then I also want to show you guys my updated foundation routine, which is what I'm about to do now. And so it'll kind of be like a little series of how the whole thing goes. I hope it all works out. Every time I say it on camera, it's like, just kidding, you don't get that video. But when I do have them up, I will have them linked in my description box. For now, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the foundation portion of not this video, but something else. And I will be right back to show you guys my nighttime routine, which I'm going to just show you with makeup on and tell you guys the process. Moving on to the nighttime, now that I have all my makeup on, the first thing I do, wash my hands and then wash my face. As I mentioned earlier, I use my TATCHA One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. Go in, I take everything off, and then I go in with the, why did I just forget the name of this? The Deep Cleanse. The Deep Cleanse, and I double cleanse. After that, it depends. I don't do the same thing every night, but I have two different processes. So I used to use Retin every single night. This is something that is prescribed to me. You can use retinoids if you want to, but retinoids and retinoids is the over-the-counter, and Retin is the strongest that you're gonna get, I think. And it comes in different strengths. I'm at the top of the scale right now. I've been on it for years and years. I don't even know how long at this point. It has made a drastic difference in my skin. I mean, drastic. If you go back and look at old videos or even my old skincare routines, you will see. And I have my Retin journey, so you can see that as well. But I'm going to go through first what I do on a night, which actually tonight I need to put on the Retin. So I'm going to show you or tell you what I do in that case. No matter what, no matter if I'm putting on my actives or if I'm not, the first thing I do is go in with new lash. Now this is the 3.2 milliliter bottle. I got this in a kit. So it came what, like the anniversary sale. You get the 6 ml, which is $150, and then you get this, which is a $95 bottle for free. I'm just gonna tell you, unless you're getting that kit and you want to use the serum, don't go for this size. It's just not worth it. It's far more beneficial to get the full size, $150 for 6 mils. And I get it at Nordstrom. I always have it linked in my description box right where my eyes are, because I get asked all the time, are you wearing lashes? Are you wearing extensions? Are those your real lashes? Or if I put mascara on in a video, it's always asked, always, and it's always new lash. So I take this, get just a little bit of product on the wand, and then I go right up against my lashes. That's literally the first thing I do. And the reason for that is I don't want to have eye creams or moisturizers on my lashes at all. I want this to go directly onto my lashes. I want it to soak up and then I want it to dry. So usually I will put this on and then brush my teeth. After I brush my teeth, then I will finish everything, but I will put my eye cream on near the end, just so that it gives me enough time for this to truly dry. You don't want to dilute it. If you're trying to use a lash serum, you just do not. You want to give it its best chance to work, so don't dilute it. Then, just like the morning, I go in with my TATCHA essence. I just press that into the skin. Then I will go in with my moisturizer and I will put it right underneath my eyes. I still don't go up top just because, again, new lash, but I want to kind of protect this area. So I will put a little moisturizer here and then I will put moisturizer right around my mouth. That helps everything just not get too dry. But then on top of that, I start mixing things up. So I will take my moisturizer. Again, this depends on whether or not I am dry or I am dehydrated. More often than not, recently I have been more dehydrated, so I've been using this one more. Again, if I am really dry, I'm going to go in with the La Mer, but as of right now, I've been using this one. So I'll take the Clinique Moisture Surge, I get it on my pinky that is clean, and I will dot it all over my face. I put, 3 or 4 here, each side, on my forehead, nose, and my chin. Then I go in with my Retin or tretinoin. This is the 0.1%. And you do not want to use too much. A pea size amount is all that you need. Otherwise, you can really, really dry out your skin. Or worse, you can give yourself a little chemical burn. You don't want to spot treat with this. You do not want to do, you know what? Consult your doctor. Consult your doctor. Make sure that you are, which you would have to do in order to get a prescription anyway. So anywho, I take this and I use just a tiny little bit. I've had this for, shoot, I don't even know how long. I used to come all in a pre-mixed little thing that I got from my dermatologist, but they stopped making it. So now, see, it starts to come up a little bit. That's how much I use. I will take that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my top back on, and I will dot it around my face, a pea-size amount spread all around, and I still have the Clinique moisturizer all over. And then I go in with one of these. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Niacinamide Discoloration Treatment. It's a 15% brightening complex, has niacinamide, some kind of acid, kojic acid, I don't know. All I know is this does actually help to brighten and help to reduce the appearance of dark spots, sun damage. I really like this. It does not work as well as HYDROQUINOINE, and I'm covering this up because my name, the address, everything is on here, so I'm trying not to show that. This is prescription. This is HYDROQUINOINE, and it's pre-mixed. So this has vitamin C in it. I called them and asked them because they had to take an ingredient out. I don't remember what it was, but there was something in it. It was breaking me out. Every single time I used it, I would break out, and so they took that ingredient out. I'll take this and I dot this all over. I'll concentrate it a little bit more right here because this is where my sun damage is, and then I'll put a dot or two, very, very, very little. And this helps to reduce my sun damage, but I gotta be honest with you, this is an ingredient that is a little controversial. Do your research. You cannot use this long term. You can't use it for years. You can't even use it, I want to say I use it for 4 to 6 months. I think it's more like 4. And then I stop, and then I start again, and then I stop. And I actually stopped for quite a while. I haven't been using it I just started using it again. I had stopped for, I want to say 6 to 8 months I wasn't using it. And now I am again. It really does help. I mean, again, you can go back and look at my other videos and see where I started. You know what? I'm going to put a picture in right now. This is what the Retin and HYDROQUINOINE treatment did years ago. There's no editing in this picture at all, at all, at all, at all. My facial expression is slightly different. I tried to match it, but I didn't get it quite. You can still see the drastic difference, both in sun damage as well as the texture on my skin. It is far better. I wish I had gotten to take a picture today, but it is dark and I didn't think about it. I'm bringing up the fact that it's dark because both pictures were taken in the same window and in natural lighting, which I don't have, so I didn't want to have a comparison that wasn't the same. So there's that. Anywho, now I will take all those little dots and rub them in, and then after that I wash my hands. Get all that stuff off. Get it off, because let me tell you, when I forgot to wash my hands. I had Retin on my fingers, and then I went in with my eye cream. Not good, because it's going to dry out your eye. You do not want to take your Retin further than right here. You don't want to put it on your eyes. It's going to migrate anyway. Your skin, it's going to soak it up, and it's going to have its benefits, but you do not want to apply that directly to your eyes. If you want to use a retinoid, there's different creams that you can use in eye creams that are for the eyes that have retinoids in it, but I personally don't need it because I'm already using Retin. That's what I'm going to do when I want to use my actives. Now, I found that if I just continuously use Retin every single night, I get far more red, far more sensitive, even though I've been using it for so long. And I really love it. I mean, the difference is night and day. The texture of my skin, the amount of breakouts, my pores, everything is just so much better. But if I use it every single day, I just become too dry. I will get flaky around my mouth, and it's just not worth it. And my skin is sensitive, so I try to slow things down. I will do it usually, it was every other day, but I've backed off even to so 1, 2, do it, 1, 2, and then do it. And sometimes, if I'm especially dry, I will go wait 3 days and do it again. But I always use it at least 2 or 3 times a week. Then lastly, for my nighttime routine, I take my moisturizer and I put it on my eye very carefully, not to bring it down all the way to my lashes and not to use too much. That is it for my active nighttime routine. Basically, it's the same if I'm not going to use Retin and HYDROQUINOINE. I just don't do the dots because it's not necessary, and I do everything that I do in the morning. And the only thing that I switch up is going to be the moisturizer that I use, whether, again, if I'm dry or dehydrated. The very last thing that I want to talk about are the little few extra things that I do to keep my face in check. The first thing, this guy right here, I love this. This is the DERMAFLASH, and I actually just got another one because they released this version and I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to get the blades for this anymore. This exfoliates the dead skin cells off of your face. Mine is now dead. It vibrates or pulses. Did it just... It's trying. It's like it's flashing. It says, no girl, we're dead. I gotta charge it, but I'm not going to because I have this one. So they updated the model. This exfoliates the dead skin cells off your skin. It also takes off all of your peach fuzz, so your face just looks so much smoother. If I go in with this too often, I'm gonna dry out my face. It's just gonna happen. So I only use this once or twice a month, and then in between, I love this little guy. It is, I think it's called Flawless. It's a little, like this type of razor, and I'll go around my mouth, around the sideburns, just like down my cheeks, and I've got the replacement heads for it. It's inexpensive and it's really great. It doesn't cause any irritation. A really great substitute when you can't keep going in with this. This is the new one, by the way. This is what it looks like. I have not opened it. I actually got this in a FabFitFun. I have a subscription box for that. It's not a thing that's sent to me. I did purchase it, but this was in there for a discounted price. And I was like, yes, it's my time to get it. I don't even care what color it was. So this is the new one, and this is the one I will be using from here on out. When I use this, I make sure to just use the essence and the Clinique moisturizer because I don't want to put anything on my skin that is going to irritate it. I try to keep it as minimal as possible right after I use this. If I'm feeling like I need a little bit more exfoliation, not after the DERMAFLASH or anything like that, but just a daily thing. If I feel like I wake up and I feel like I could exfoliate a little bit, but I'm not going to go in with a harsh scrub, this is what I use. Again, from TATCHA, this is the Rice Polish Classic. I've used them all. I like them all. I kind of go in between, just depends on my mood, but this is one I'm using right now. You put, I would say like a tablespoon amount in your hand. That's how much I use. I add water in before I ever even go to my face. Start to kind of lather it. I don't want to completely make it go away because it dissolves. It kind of breaks down. It does not scratch your skin. It's very, very soft. It's still going to exfoliate, but it's not going to mess up your skin. I really, really like this. Now, most people would do this at night, but I don't. I wear this throughout the day, especially with us being home all the time. I like to put this on my feet. I learned about this from Dr. Dre. It's the Carousel Intensive Foot Repair. You see results in a day. It's true. I was shocked when I put this on and then I put my socks over top and I wore it all day. I'm telling you, my feet were so soft and I love this stuff. I can't even tell you how many bottles I have gone through. This is incredible. My feet are so much softer. I went through a time where I stopped using it because I got lazy and my feet were like, give me the Carousel. So yeah, we go back in with this for sure. Another product that keeps all of my pores in check is this thing right here. This is the DERMAPORE, I believe. What is it called? DERMAFLASH, but I think it's the DERMAPORE. So it's the same brand as the Peach Fuzz Remover. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Hear that? That second one with the pulse is for pushing skincare into your skin. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. I don't want to do it. But you can. You flip it over on this side and just eat whatever. I don't do that. I use this side and I will sit here and I'll put it on the first, this one with the constant. And I will get everything out of my pores, on my chin, on my nose. It's so satisfying, especially if you wait a while. If you're using this every week, you're not going to see as much, but I'm telling you, even Puffin was in the mirror and he steals this from me. I have to tell him, can you please spray that down with alcohol? So make sure you are cleaning the tip of this with alcohol. But he will get in there and he's gone on to his nose. He yells sometimes, honey, where's that pore thingy? I'm like, yeah, the DERMAFLASH, it's in the drawer where it always is. So I use this and it really just clears everything out. I adore this. I didn't know if it was gonna actually work, but I'm telling you, it is so satisfying. So this is definitely something that I still use. And the last thing is sunscreen. Now you guys did not see me put that on at the beginning. Honestly, it's because I'm in my house so much. These windows are completely blacked out. There's not a lot of light that comes in. And I'm in my car once a day, once a week. If I'm in my car, I will put on sunscreen if I am going out, especially if I'm outside, I'm wearing 100 SPF. And I know they say that it's no good after 50, but for me it's like a comfort thing in my head. And what if I don't put on enough? Well, then I know I at least have the 50. So yeah, I put that all over and I have to use mineral sunscreen. I'm actually looking for a new one right now. I'm on my last bottle of my personal favorite, which is from Kula. Again, a mineral one, but they don't make it anymore. There's other ones that I like, Kula and Supergoop. I just want something else, and the Drunk Elephant one does not work out for me. It used to, and it's not doing it anymore. I don't know. So if you have any really good mineral sunscreens that are not going to give you a big white cast, not going to be too dewy, also not going to be too matte, let me know, because I'm getting really low. But that is why you didn't see me put it on I don't like to waste it, so I'm not going to use it when I know that I don't need it. I mean, I didn't even go out to my mailbox today. So there's that. But I do use sunscreen, and I definitely suggest it, especially when you're using actives. If you're using Retin A, HYDROQUINOINE especially, and you go out in the sun, even if you're not out in the sun, you're just walking around, you've got makeup on, your makeup has SPF in it, it's not enough. You cannot put on, you might look a little silly, but the amount of makeup you have to put on with sunscreen in it for it to actually work is quite extensive. So make sure you are wearing your sunscreen. Anywho, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.